Greetings and salutations. Greetings and salutations, my friends. Happy Friday. Y'all, Linda G just got finished recording with Andre. So as soon as she comes into the green room, she will be on. Greetings and salutations to everyone. Turn this off. Make sure y'all can hear me today. The last audio was kind of bad. So let's start today off with a fairy oracle. Universe, creator, spirit guides, please give us the collection, words of wisdom for this day, just for us. Here we go. Oh, Linda's here. Here. Greetings and salutations, Linda.
How you
Welcome.
doing, sweetie?
How are you today?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Sorry, I had a little trouble
I
finding
don't have
your.
any audio. No audio.
You still can't hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now. There you go. Wonderful. How are you today?
Fine. You don't have me on a link, so I can tell my people I'm on.
Oh,
That's okay. You just won't get as many people watching it.
I'm so sorry. I don't have the upgraded plan. I don't know how to do that.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm so sorry. I'm so
okay.
sorry.
I just got off with Andre.
I know. I watched the last part of your show. So here we go. We just got to our fairy oracle. So hopefully some of the people on your channel knew you were coming because you said it. So maybe they'll come on over.
There you go. I said I'll be on with Tanya, and then after you, I have Deanne, and then
Yes.
after that, the doggies have to go to the vet. They're not happy.
Oh, poor babies. Oh my goodness. And everybody in the room today, since Linda's going to be on with Deanne at 2, right after this show. So me and Deanne will not do a show tonight. So we are both going to bask in Linda's glow. So here's our oracle for today, y'all. Here we go. And the universe is still giving us this same card. Ask for help. It is time, y'all. The universe says angels are celestial beings who protect everyone. And the fairies say that now is the time for you to ask the angels for assistance. So y'all, if things are getting hard in your life, if things aren't hard in your life, ask, open your throat chakra. Don't suffer when there's no reason to. Ask for help. Ask for help. That is the one thing that so many people do not do because we're afraid.
When I'm doing readings, I ask people, well, have you asked? And they're like, no.
Exactly. Ask for help. And
Thank you, Foster. She said she shared our link.
Oh, thank you. Wonderful. All right. So I have got some wonderful questions today.
I love questions.
All right. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Scotus impeachment of Thomas and Alito. So let us talk about this because the one thing that I want to do, and I'm so happy that you came here to be with me, is I want to dispel people's fear. So many people are so afraid of this Project 2025, which is nothing, y'all, this is nothing more than the book 1984, almost verbatim. So,
really? I didn't know that.
Yes, this is so Orwellian. But what I want people to understand is there is not a snowball's chance in hell of this coming to fruition. The one thing that we can be thankful for, and we have to, and I am not a Trump fan, but we have to thank this fool for what he did because he ushered in the awakening of the whole planet. That is what he came here to do, to destroy everything to a point to where we as a collective have to we have to raise out of this mire. So I'm excited about, I mean, I hate the fact that we have to deal with that entity, but I'm so happy that at least now everybody's eyes are being opened,
Yes.
and people can see the truth for the lies. But we have to dispel fear. But let's talk about the Scotus. What do you think is going to happen with Thomas and Alito?
Thomas is coming out. I feel almost a desperation. I almost feel like it's when Biden wins again.
Yeah.
I feel when the Democrats win again and they take the House, and it's pretty good. Like that, I don't know if you saw Andre with that statistician or that political guy who said right now we're 13 out of 13. Because remember, I don't know if you've ever watched my show.
Yes.
But what did I say when Roe versus Wade happened? People were gnawing and crazy. Linda, what happened? I said, they've awoken the sleeping giant. This is one of the worst things that Scotus did to America. 90% of Americans believe women should have the choice. And, they're not just hurting women, they're hurting men. A lot of men, maybe they can't deal with too big of a family, or it was a one-night stand or whatever. Or like that one woman that was pregnant with twins, and the one twin died, and they weren't going to take the dead baby out. They were going to let her die with sepsis and the baby inside her. That's how they're thinking.
Yep.
And 25 wants to take away women's rights to vote. Mm-hmm. So I remember years ago, when they told me I was going to do a YouTube, and I'm like, what? And they said, you will help calm them down. And right now I got to apologize to everyone, because sometimes I'm a little bit already tired of it already. People are just freaking out. Dear God, Linda, so-and-so said this, so-and-so. And it's like, have faith. Know that this too shall pass. And know that this is, there's nothing that Trump's doing, even compared to 2016. In 2016, I see some of the people why they decided to go for Trump. But there's no reason to go for him now, because it's scaring people.
Yeah. And that's what I wanted you here to help do, is because this 2025 has just got people spiraling, really spiraling. And I try to tell people, my people, that y'all, the anxiety and fear and the negativity is a buffet for the negative powers. So and that is the plan. The whole utterance of the 2025 is to cause people to fear. And that is power for the Republicans. If they have everybody in fear, they've got them scared, just thinking that Donald Trump may somehow make it back into the presidency. Y'all don't worry about that. Trump is not going to win. The powers, those richity rich folks, their time is up. The age of Aquarius was all they had. I mean, the age of Pisces was all that they had. It's over with. So all of this stuff that they're doing now is literally the death throes of this party, these draconians. This is their demise. This is the end of them.
Honest to God, Tanya, I feel, and it's like, how can I feel this happy? I know beyond a reasonable doubt, but then I say, you better be careful, because what if you're wrong? But that's the human form talking.
Yep.
I know beyond a reasonable doubt that Trump's not going to win.
No.
I just know it. I can feel it. I can taste it. And a lot of it is ever since Roe versus Wade, and Thomas was part of that. They thought they were going to be big men on campus. They just screwed themselves.
Yep, they sure did. They sure did.
So, and then I see Alito. Oh, by the way, I love my AOC. And she won't she won't be able to get them out right now. I love the fact that she showed she was trying to do something. But let me tell you, when the new administration takes place, oh yeah, they're going to have them sitting before. I see Thomas leaving before all those hearings.
I saw Thomas dying 2 years ago.
Yeah, me too.
I saw him dying. And I was like, I saw him dying, and I saw McConnell. I don't know how McConnell is cheating death. Is it a robot?
And no, oh God, he freezes and everybody doesn't mind, he stays, but Biden needs to go.
Yeah. So, let's talk about. We talked about Project 2025 being a scare tactic.
And by the way, the latest on Project 25, because there was somebody that was able to break in, gay something, they broke in.
Oh, really?
It's a little group that calls themselves Gay Pussies or something. I don't know. How funny. They broke in, was able to open it wide open. Mm. They think this 25 thinks that they can take away our parks, our native lands, and sell them to the highest bidder. Just like, remember Trump was letting people dig in the Grand Canyon.
Yes, in national parks. Yes. Yeah. So, but again, all of this is to blow the lid off of everything. This is to wake the masses up. So instead of people being afraid of Project 2025, people should be saying, let them fools talk, because they are going to turn off so many, number one, young people, and that's the voting block that they need. They just eliminated.
They don't contact the young people for the polls, just the old folks. Yeah.
But they can't implement Project 2025 unless they win. And the only way that they could win would be if the children voted for them, and the children will not. And the problem that the Democrats have on the same level right now is the children's vote too, because of what's going on with Palestine. That has got our youth so divided and angry.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
That is.
A-Dub just corrected me. It's gay fury. Furry.
That's fine. Gay fury.
Well, yeah, gay furry. Trump gets back in there. Gay rights are out. If you're Mexican, too bad. It's a lot of things.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for people like me and you, they just gonna kill us.
Oh yeah, girl.
They're just gonna kill us. But that's not going to.
No. We can't even go there. Fear-based.
And that's why it's so important for people to put. We got to put it in the category that it needs to be in. That this is fear-based ideology. That they're going to replace the school books with the Bible, and the church is going to be on the same standard as the government is. The Republicans are doing everything to destroy the United States of America.
Yeah.
But while they're doing that, they are waking us up to where the army that is us, because we are our saviors. It's us. Exactly. It's our consciousness. And it's not a physical thing. It is literally a change in our consciousness. And once we can change our consciousness, we can change the way that we are seeing our reality, because so many people don't realize that it is us that create this reality every single day through the fear and the news and everything, to keep the same old. We've got to change our mindset to change this, so that we're not always struggling, trying to swim to the top of the barrel to get a breath. And that's what they're doing. They've got us drowning.
That's the truth. And I read, I had opened up readings. I end in December, and no, there's no readings available, you guys. But when I'm reading people from all over the United States, a lot of them are saying, 4 years ago there was Trump flags everywhere. This year,
nope. They're very seldom. They're few and far between. But the one thing and this is not even fear. The only people who are supporting him right now are the ultra rich,
Yeah.
the ones who literally want to get something from him. That is the only people that and the ignorance, because the MAGA base, I mean, they crawled out from under their rocks. But they're going to crawl back under. Let's talk about the RNC next week, or is it this week? Next week, the RNC. Do you know that they are allowing them to be armed?
No, I didn't know that.
Yes, they are allowing these people to carry guns to the Republican National Convention.
I don't think they'll allow Trump to talk then. I don't think they'll allow Trump to talk. I've often wondered if he would even show up.
That's a good one. He hasn't chosen a vice president. I don't think he will.
I know he doesn't want to.
He doesn't want to, no, because I think he knows that he's not going to be president. And Melania, he doesn't even have a first lady to stand by him. So, I mean, she is like on the warpath. She's like, I don't want to be. I mean, she's already renegotiated the marriage contract.
Yeah. God, Tanya, you're such a good orator. I'm telling you. Plus, you glow. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, thank you.
You glow with a beautiful energy. You know, right, you guys, she could be on MSNBC, and I'd be watching your show all the time.
Oh my God, thank you. Well, please don't do that to me, Linda.
Now, listen, I heard from a guy that said that he told his parents in Florida about that Project 25, and they said, "What's that?" And then when he explained it to them, they were really shook up.
Yeah.
So people that watch Fox News all the time, they need to be knowing what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this other client of mine, her friend, her mother, I'm sorry, who's a maggot, and her husband is, it's her stepdad. And she said one day on the phone, her mother said that, who's that famous singer? She's young. Very, very famous. She's with that football player.
Oh, Taylor
Swift.
Taylor Swift.
She said, that Taylor Swift can't sing at all. She goes, Mom, you've never even heard her sing. And you know what? You don't even know what she looks like. And it was true. They're just saying whatever Fox News tells them to say.
It is. It's rinse and repeat. That's all they do. And Fox News and Donald Trump, all they do is repeat the same phrases over and over, get their people to repeat them, and that becomes their absolute truth. That is exactly why he does the things that he does. Everything is sing-songing. It's rhyming. He puts levity under it to get people to buy in, and people go in 100% and don't question anything.
Listen, I just got an email I have a lot of people that work not in the administration, but around it, or working for a senator and stuff. Someone just said to me, James Carville is a loser, which is very sad to hear, because I used to depend on him. He's living in the past. He wants Obama and Clinton to pick a new candidate.
The old guard needs to sit down.
The Marist poll came out this morning, and Biden is up by 2 points. These Democratic senators and congressmen who are going against Biden, they think they can take this spot and run for president. Revealing light to Rose said, if Democrats don't start uniting, they could lose the House, and I believe them. They won't lose the presidency.
No, they won't.
People being so mad. Hey, listen, even if you're somebody like me, I have been seeing Biden winning hands down. I can't change that. That's what I see. But I have been seeing people who say, well, maybe. And when they do that, people just leave them. They just, oh, hell no.
So why don't we draw cards on this one? Let's pull and see if the Democrats will maintain the House.
Well, you know what? When my guides first talked to me back when all this was going on, I heard the month of September. So we still have a little ways to go. But I heard in September, it's full sales ahead. Like I saw the sales coming out, and we're going ahead. Plus, I have my man telling me what's up. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah. He's going to go down there with his gun and take care of business. Okay.
Listen to this. A judge just dismissed Rudy Giuliani's bankruptcy protection plan. Now his creditors can go after him. Rudy Giuliani, finally. And that's what we need to see. When these rich people, when the flames actually start to touch them, then we know that we have turned that corner. But we've already done that. Bannon is in jail. Bannon is sitting in jail. We have already won. The tide has turned. Remember, the maggots were screaming that the only people that were going to be sitting in jail were Democrats. However, the only people sitting in jail and lining up to go to jail are all old Trump's cronies.
Yeah. And you know, it's so funny. They're so like Bannon. Oh, any of you guys who turn against us, you will pay. They use all these threats, and that's why I still love Lawrence O'Donnell. I don't watch anybody but Lawrence. And he said, you know, I was down in New York. There was maybe 3 people at the most out there for Trump. He's not getting the crowds unless he pays for them.
Mm-hmm. And that's always, even at his rallies. They remember in 2016, they had bus fulls of paid actors. Where Trump said everybody else was a paid actor, he was the one paying the actors. Exactly. Everything Trump says is projection. So whatever comes out of his mouth about somebody else, it's what he is doing.
Exactly.
But let's ask this question.
I will ask, but let me tell you something else too. The bankruptcy court is looking at the fact that, according to Giuliani, Trump owes him $2 million for past work. So they're doing an investigation on that. So,
well, and Trump don't pay his bills. He all his lawyers, none of his lawyers have been paid. You know,
these ones have, though. The ones working on these cases, because it's a matter of life and death for him.
Well, I bet it's all coming out of.
Yeah, he's using the money that people are sending in. He's not using his own money.
Never. Here, universe creator, spirit guides.
What was our question again?
Will the Democrats maintain the House?
Okay.
Will the Democrats maintain the House? Yep.
And people were writing me, telling me, so who takes? Oh, you got the 9 of Cups.
Yep, I got a yes. We're gonna keep the House. We're gonna keep the House because the same people that are voting for the president are voting for Congress. We're gonna keep the House. We'll grow the House actually, and hopefully, with us growing the House, some of these naysayers we can send them packing,
and including Scotus.
Yes,
I can see the bubble just being popped when we win, and we win by a landslide. I just see them just, you know, what are they going to say about Trump? Because he's always been a loser. He's caused them to lose so many times. I hope this is the last time.
I think this will be the last time for Trump, for Donald, but I don't think it'll be the last time for his prodigy, his kids.
I know, but let me tell you, girlfriend, I think Barron looks spooky.
Barron, now, I have not read the book, Barron. I want to read it. I think I'm going to find it. It's probably on YouTube. But I'm going to find the book of Barron Trump's journey. This book was written in like the 40s or something, and it's about Donald Trump and Barron Trump, or people with that name. But I am going to read this book just to see what it says. Now, me personally, what I feel about Barron is autistic, number one. Barron is a special child.
Guaranteed. Yeah.
So I don't see him being, I mean, we watched this child in the White House for 4 years. We never heard his voice. We heard Sasha and Malia. We even all the way back to Jimmy Carter. We heard little Amy's voice. We never ever heard Barron Trump speak. They never did an interview with Barron. They did interviews with Sasha and Malia and all the other White House children, but not Barron, because they did not want the whole world to know that Donald Trump has a special needs child, because that would hurt him as a virile man, saying that he could make a child that was not perfect in every way. So,
Right.
but Barron, I don't feel is an evil entity. And I
No.
don't feel like Melania is going to allow him to be used
She
by
said
Donald.
she's going to follow him wherever he wants to go to college. By the way, you know they're paying big time to help that child go through college, because he can't do it through the regular route. He needs special people to help him.
Well, yeah, but he could be. I mean, he could be autistic and be a brilliant as far as schoolwork goes. But this is a
most
child
are.
that he's not going to be able to like walk between classes by himself or live alone by himself. I don't feel like. I feel like he's functional to a like he's high functioning, but he does need. There's things that have been kept out of the public's view about Barron.
Yeah, exactly. So what are we looking at now?
What did I ask?
I know.
I had asked if we were gonna keep the house.
Yes. And I had 10 of cups, so you had 9 of cups.
Yes. All right.
Listen, real quick. Why don't we ask real quick? Just pull one card.
All right.
Let's ask if Biden, if Trump actually picks a VP.
Oh, that's a good question. One card.
He's looking for the most money. He's looking whoever could pay him the most. Does he actually get? What did you watch Revealing Light? Did she say anything about a VP?
I didn't watch.
Okay. Sometimes she does that stuff.
But I got a yes. I got the King of Wands.
He's going to pick somebody that does what he says, like a child.
I do a lot of my predicting through drawings. I do drawings, and the only one for vice president that I drew was, what is that man's name? Oh, goodness gracious. Somebody help me.
Not Jake Vance.
He's a black guy. He's
not Ben Carson.
No, not Carson. He's a congressman.
Tim Scott.
Boot licking Tim Scott. And I believe, and this is just my personal opinion, that if he has to pick a VP, he is going to pick one that if anything happens to Donald, that this person will be relegated to have no power. Donald will not pick somebody who could
like JD Vance, anyone that talked. I'll tell you why he's got those other two in the forefront. Because they have money, and he wants them to keep sending him money.
But if they're the vice president, they can't. Now, Tim Scott will literally clean Trump's butt with his tongue. So, and that's what Trump wants. He wants a flunky. He does not want anybody intelligent. That's why he chose, remember the last vice president. He did not pick somebody strong. He did not pick somebody capable.
Actually, I read in the book, he was told to take Pence, the Federalist Society.
It's a pansy. Pence was a pansy. Pence would lose a fight to the paper bag if he was trying to fight his way out of it.
That's so funny. And Pence, it was so weird. Remember with the mother? We need to ask mother.
Mother, yes. That dude is freaky too. He's got some.
I will give him that. At least he didn't say. I'm going to not sign for the new president. Constitutionally, I don't have that authority. I love it.
Well, that's only because he didn't want to go to jail.
Yeah.
And all those people who did what they did, because that was treason. Though their karma is going to come. It's going to be waylaid and delayed, but it will come. The Republicans who tried to thwart the 2020 election, we're going to lose a lot of them. They will be forced out of Congress because of the treasonous acts that they did on January 6th.
You heard it
That's,
from
that's in our Constitution. That's why they want to destroy the Constitution, because right now all of them are guilty of treason, and guilty with the results of treason being death.
Listen, I always saw Jack Smith focusing on January 6th with Trump. And then as soon as he gets the Trump thing going, and Trump may take out of the country, I don't know. But that's when he goes back and he hits Josh Hawley, he hits Johnson,
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
All of them are going down, you guys.
Yes. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. This fall is going to be so packed full of. It's going to be like a 3-ring circus with shotguns and cannons going off. Our fall is going to be so chaotic, and it's going to be chaotic because they are going to be trying to literally keep all of us in a heightened state of in panic. So y'all prepare for the fall. Prepare for the end of summer, okay? Because we got we're in hurricane season. We've got wildfires. We've got the hottest temperature we've ever had on this planet, and we've got the most ridiculous political theater that is going on in our lifetimes. Y'all keep your feet on the ground.
Denying, if they got in office, they would deny we have an energy, that we have a heat problem, weather problem.
So let me ask you this. What do you feel about that giant blob that keeps showing up between Australia, Africa, and South America? What do you think that is in the middle of the ocean?
I don't know. I didn't see it. Where do I go to see this?
Let's see.
It's not the weatherman, is it?
Well, let me explain it to you. You probably heard about it. You just don't know what I'm talking about. Now, there is a big blob that has shown itself on the topical maps of a giant black mass that keeps spawning between Africa and South America, and it's moving up the coast. A lot of people are calling it a leviathan, a giant creature. Do you believe in the ice walls? Do you believe that the ice walls? Do you know about the inner earth? No? Okay, then I won't take you there.
Okay.
I won't take you there. All right.
But when you said a black blob, I felt like it is a black blob, like it's some sort of organic material.
It's a living thing.
Okay, so tell me real quick, what is this? What is the word of people who deal with this? What are they saying? Is it the end of times? Is it something that's going to affect us?
No, they're saying that because the global warming, what they're worried about is not the polar ice caps melting. It is that the ice walls, the wall around Antarctica, that separates us from the things on the other side, is melting, and things on the other side are now making their way into our reality because of the breach of the ice wall.
Wow.
And that's why we're seeing so many weird and strange new bugs and fish, and so many people are seeing mermaids, merpeople. The fact that the sharks and the whales are literally attacking people and beating themselves. And in Australia, this one lady said that the seals were screaming, the whales were screaming, that it was so unnerving because they were beaching themselves. And she said that it seemed like they were trying to get out of the water, and that's what they were beaching themselves because of. That something in the water is driving the marine wildlife to literally commit suicide.
Yeah. And whales have the biggest brain of anyone.
Yes, and dolphins can talk to people. Did you know that?
I heard that. I heard they're very healing.
Did you know that our governments make it illegal for people to swim with dolphins for that reason? You can only swim with dolphins in a controlled environment. They don't want you.
People pay to be able to do that.
Yeah, but that's the only place that you can do it legally. Because if you get caught doing it in the wild, you can go to jail, because they can talk to us. They can communicate with us, and the government does not want that to happen. And I want y'all out there, don't believe me, look it up. Please look it up so that you can't say that I'm just spinning tails. Just Google it. Google that people cannot swim with dolphins because dolphins can talk to people.
I wonder what they say to people that would cause.
Probably tell us everything that's down under the ocean. They could tell us that everything we don't know.
I'll tell you, there's terrestrials down there, ETs.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen those ships go in the water. Yeah.
In the volcanoes, too. How many times have you seen UFOs dive right into an active volcano?
Whoa, I didn't see that. No.
You haven't? You can look that up too. Just Google UFOs going into volcanoes, and you'll see UFOs diving into volcanoes. This planet, there's so much.
There's so much
planet that we don't know.
Humans can only deal with so much. Maybe that's why the government. I even think about the people in the 50s. They kept you informed about that much. You never got the whole thing. I'm going to look up this ice wall. I'm going to look up the Barron Trump's journey.
Oh, yes. Yes. And me and Deanne have done a couple of shows on the ice wall. So it's very interesting. It is so interesting because it's a part of our planet that we've never seen, but it exists.
Yeah. So, well, I know the ET that I talked to, one that came through me a couple of years ago. He said, we can't interrupt with your free will, but we will stop you from destroying the earth.
Yes.
Aka, bombs, etc.
Yes.
But there was a newspaper article in Russia when Chernobyl happened. And it was the Tower 2 that was really leaking radiation. And there's a picture of a huge UFO over the tower sucking up the radiation. It took most of it. And they said had this ET or this terrestrial not taken that radiation, it would have been a lot worse for Chernobyl.
Yeah. Well, it's like I do a lot of stuff on the Anunnaki, and like right now the Anunnaki are on planet and they are here to deal with the Draconians because the Draconians' time is up. And the Draconians are the ones who are running everything. Everything. They are the royal family. They are the rich. They are the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers. They are all, this is that clan. Did you hear about that big spaceship that is supposed to be parked, 1,000-mile long spaceship or whatever, that's supposedly parked right outside of our realm?
No. But I believe it.
To me, that seems like a transporter. That is something to get a whole bunch of people off planet.
Whoa.
And I think that's for the Draconians.
Wow. Did your guides ever tell you about this Armageddon weather changes that we're going through?
I am a weather vane, and that gift came into me and I didn't understand why. But yeah, the hurricanes, the tornadoes, the earthquakes, our planet is changing.
Listen, there was 140 tornado alarms going off just the other day, thanks to Barron going through up near Indianapolis, I believe.
Yes. And we are looking at, right now in California up the coast to Oregon, we are in an earthquake watch up to a big 7. So not just earthquakes, but we could be looking at a tsunami. We could be looking at all kinds of stuff. Now, this earthquake is supposed to hit in the ocean, I'm not sure how deep it is, but I'm hoping it's deep, and I'm hoping it's not shallow, because if it's shallow, the chances of a tsunami go up. If it's deeper, then we could still have a tsunami, but it's not as dangerous. And this is for Oregon and southern Washington. So, ooh, there's a lot with the weather. So this Armageddon, now let me tell you what my guides told me was going to happen to this United States. Where the Mississippi River is and the Missouri River, those two rivers there's going to be enough seismic activity to where we will have a literal ocean in the middle of the United States. That's what I think
Edgar Casey talked about that too.
Really?
Mm-hmm. He talked about those rivers. And I think he even talked about them reversing.
Well, I see a whole ocean. That's what my guides told me years ago, that the United States, the map of the United States will not look anything like it looks today. That we will have the Atlantic, the Pacific, and we will have an ocean in the middle of the United States, from the Great Lakes.
You know what? And I picked that up too, and a lot of famous deceased psychics mentioned it. But we have to live. So sometimes we can't live in fear. It's interesting how they're giving us these changes piece by piece, which makes it a little easier for human beings. They're not ending our lives like that. The changes are happening with weather changes. Mother Earth is readjusting. She's not mad. She's just readjusting.
So we have a question over here in the chat. Denny wants to know. He's saying, let me find it. The Earth's inner core is spinning in reverse. What effect will this have on people and all living things?
Hasn't it always been spinning in reverse?
No.
Oh, it hasn't?
It's what this, I think, is they were talking about this last year. If everything stopped, if the Earth started spinning in the opposite direction, that's not going to happen. The Earth is not going to spin in the opposite direction. The core spinning. We are in change. Don't worry about things that we can't control, and we can't control the inside of the Earth. Worrying about it, there's nothing that we could even say about it, because there is absolutely nothing that could come out of that except for fear. The one thing that I want to say, though, is don't be afraid, because that is what they want. They want people in fear. Our fear is power for them. We have to learn not to allow them to scare us about everything. This is why we have to learn how to be, we got to be a little self-sufficient. Stop consuming everything. Stop buying. We give our power away. If we want things to change, if we want to stop prices from being so high, we stop buying the stuff that's high. And guess what? The price will come down if we're not buying it. If they have to throw it away week after week after week, eventually the price will change.
Also, my guides have said that being fear-based, a lot of people are fear-based because they also fear for their life. Yeah. And the main thing is, you've got to understand there is no such thing as death. You'll always be a living being. So try to and be around that president of ours and circle him with light. And like I did, turn off the TV. Don't refuse. I get a lot of people freaking out. I read this and I read that. That doesn't help. You have to allow what's supposed to happen. And also, this too shall pass. Because back in the old days when I talked about Trump, I was furious. But the guy said to me, knock it off. And I said, what do you mean? They said, quit talking trash about Trump. I said, but he's a loser. And they said, Linda, what you do is create more of the same. You have to stop with the judgment, stand back, and allow him, basically.
And we have to focus on us. Yeah. This I keep trying to tell folks, our life is a singular journey. It really is. You were born, even if you're a twin, a triplet, a quadruplet, you were born. It was only you. Okay, you are the only one with your spirit, and this is your life. Everything in this world dealing with you is your creation. Make sure that you are creating a happy, harmonious, fruitful life, not a life full of fear and anxiety and terror. Don't be a victim of the people who are in charge. Remember that this is all about you, and you control everything in your universe. If you what you put your energy into it is where your energy is going to flow. So put your energy into yourself, not into fear. Put your energy into speaking the magic into you, being the best you can be, opening the door for abundance and prosperity to flow to you instead of fear and anxiety. Let go of everything that doesn't serve
And
you.
catch yourself overthinking it. Catch yourself.
Yes.
Don't
Yes.
start going down that road. And years ago, before I was connected to Source as strong as I am now, they used to tell me, think of God as a master computer. So you input your wishes, right? But then what people do is they change their mind, or they're thinking, oh, it's not coming fast enough or whatever. You interrupt the flow. So in order to input, when you put it, thy will be done, leave it there. You don't have to keep fussing around it. Leave
You
it there.
don't. You really don't. Let me find another question before we go. I'm gonna be nice and give you a break so that you can rest
Oh,
between
thank
all
you.
these shows.
I can use the restroom.
I know you could. So I'm gonna make this my last question. And
Okay.
this is about Shelley Duvall. Y'all, Shelley Duvall passed away. She was 75 years old. Shelley Duvall she was olive oil on Popeye. She was oh gosh, what was the other big role she
With
played?
Jack Nicholson.
Oh, The Shining. Yes, she was the wife in The Shining. So the question that I have about Shelley Duvall, one of my subscribers asked, says Shelley Duvall passed away. She was 75. Did she feel like she lived a full life, or did she have regrets? And I felt her earlier when I was writing this question out. And I want to say that what I got from Shelley Duvall is, after her acting career, she had kind of a hard life. She
Oh,
didn't
she
get
had
the
a hard one.
roles. She didn't get the roles that she was going after, and everything inside of her kind of changed. Her priorities changed. Things that were important to her before were no longer important to her, and a lot of people look down on her. But Shelley wants everybody to know that she knows who she is. She was happy in her life, and she did what she desired to do. She lived a full life, and she did what she came here to do. She doesn't
Awesome.
have any regrets.
Awesome.
Ooh, I got bubbles in my brain.
That's unusual too, because usually I can't pick somebody up when they just died.
I have people when oh, what's his name from the Ellen DeGeneres show, her musician, I can't remember his name right now. When he died, he came and stayed with me for 3 days,
Oh,
and
you know
because
who
he
did
was
that to
just
me?
talking. Oh,
Tom Petty did that to me.
um
I've never gone to a concert. I knew he was a good musician. I love him now, but I wish I'd loved him more when he was alive. He came right to me and said, "You have to give my family a message," and I didn't know who to talk to or how to do it.
Betty Davis, not I'm not sorry, not Betty Davis. Oh my gosh, from the Golden Girls. What's her name with the blonde hair, the one from St. Olaf, Betty White. Thank you. Betty White came, walked right through my room, and told me I was doing a good job.
Oh, I love it.
And
That's great. You
that's
are.
all she said is you're doing a good job, and she left. So
Yeah, but listen, I'm going to be on Deanna in a moment, and I want you guys to invite me to your show.
oh, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. All right. Well, thank you so much, Linda, for coming and being a part of it. Thank you. You literally fulfilled. This was my number one bucket list. Was
Oh,
it? Yes.
oh my
Thank you.
God.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
I'm honored. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much.
So I appreciate you so much, and thank you so much.
And don't
So
forget, you guys, this too shall pass.
yes,
So
don't be
don't keep
afraid.
hanging on. I guess we all had to learn. I tell you, after they turned on Biden, I turned everybody off, and I feel very comfortable.
Hmm.
I feel calm.
You have to turn the noise off. It's time for silence. It's time for us to look inside and stop looking outside for people
And
to.
also, it doesn't pay those naysayers. We don't want to
Mm,
give them any more money. You're
no.
going to talk trash about my president. Guess what? We're not going to give you time of day. So, okay, you guys, love you all.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you
See you
so
over
much.
on DX channel.
All right. Bye bye.
Love you, honey.
All right, y'all. Here, thank you. That was so much fun, y'all. Now, so we got a little bit of time left, so I don't have to end the show. I wanted to let her go so she could get ready. So now I can answer y'all's questions that you have over here in the chat. So we can go on over here and do that. So I'm going to go over here to my start. I got 3 questions starred. The first one is from Denny. Denny says, "What is going on?" Let me fix this. What is going on? Oh, we did the Earth core. Is President Biden being mind controlled by MK Ultra? Is this why he seems off since the debate? Denny, I'm not going to say that Biden seems off since the debate. I'm going to say that that whole thing was a setup. The whole thing about Biden that was a setup. They wanted Biden to look bad. They wanted him to look weak. This isn't mind control. You saw an 80-something-year-old man being an 80-year-old man. The man has not done anything to harm our country. We're doing good. We're not starving. So what the Democrats that are turning on Biden right now, y'all understand that those Democrats are literally working for the Republicans. We cannot change horses midstream. If they want to put Kamala up as the top of the ticket, that is a way to put Trump in the White House. So it's not going to happen. Biden is not going to step down before the election. So don't worry about that. And I don't believe that he is under MK Ultra mind control. Helly Kip's got the next question. 3 trees have fallen. One in 2016 on my home, one in March of 2024 on the next door neighbor's home, and this past Sunday, a huge tree crushed the neighbor's home behind me. Is this just a coincidence? Helly, no. And when I pinned this question, I felt like whatever is happening under the ground where the root system is, because remember, all the trees are connected with the root system, and something underneath in this ring of roots, because it is a circular ring around these houses where these trees are interlocking, there is a problem in the roots that is causing these trees to fail. So this is something that is underground. It's like a disease in the root system that is weakening the holding power of the roots to hold those trees down. There will be another 1 or 2 trees to fall as well, and it's probably going to look similar to a circle. All right. So if anybody else has questions, go ahead and put them in all caps in the chat, and I'll answer them for you. The Gutsy Guru says Joe Biden should pardon his son, resign, hand off to Kamala Harris, urge Kamala Harris to name Bernie Sanders as her VP. Why? He had a huge 2020 wave supporting him. The Burners will vote BS and JB, 50 years of service. Well, the Gutsy Guru, that's an interesting take. But again, it is never a good idea to change horses midstream. Everything that you're saying he could do after he wins the election. Guys, he's not losing. Kamala would be a deficit. I hate to tell y'all that, but you got a whole bunch of folks in America that don't want to vote for a black woman. I don't care how smart she is. This is America. Remember where we are. And we don't have a whole bunch. If we had a whole bunch of really smart people, we wouldn't have MAGA. Remember that. So we cannot change horses midstream. That's bad business. That's a way to lose. Greetings, Peace Mama. Peace Mama says, how is Sotomayor doing after the frightening experience she had 2 days ago? Did she? Y'all, I did not even know, but I had predicted, last week or the week before, that Sonia Sotomayor was going to have some type of a medical problem. So let's go ahead and ask Tarot, Universe, Creator, Spirit Guides, how is Sonia Sotomayor, Chief Justice Sonia Sotomayor, doing after her medical scare? How is she doing? All right. So I feel like she is okay, but whatever happened to her is going to make her need some type of assistance going forward. So this might have put a little chink in her armor, but she's doing okay. She's doing okay, but she's going to need some assistance. I'm going to have to look and see what happened to the woman. I don't even know what happened. Okay, let's see. Oh, ML Cervantes, is this for me? He said, I was right. I asked you if my friend was going to Hawaii and will I ever get to Hawaii? Right on. What medical scare? It was a carjacking. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know what it was. I didn't have no idea what it was. But so she's okay though. Here, Tea Garden Chicken says a friend of Sonia Sotomayor was attacked by a gunman right outside her home. Sotomayor protection guy shot him in the leg. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Secret Service was carjacked outside of her house. Wow, that's impressive. Somebody can carjack the Secret Service. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, Sonia Sotomayor is fine. But again, I did see her suffering from something happening with her diabetes. So again, that could be something that is coming up. So there you go. But she's fine. Greetings, Preston. Greetings, everybody. Greetings. And y'all, I am so sorry I didn't get to say greetings and salutations to everybody who's in the room. Greetings and salutations to every one of you. All right. Here we go, y'all. It has got to be 100 degrees in my house right now. I turned off my fan so there would not be any noise. So let's go ahead and end this show. And let's do our weather report and the Reiki prayer. Let's do the weather first because we need to be mindful about this weather, okay? Beryl is moving across the United States. It's still carrying a lot of water and wind. What this is going to do, unfortunately, is to fan a lot of wildfires that started during these heat waves. There's going to be a lot of smoke coming down from Canada. Canada's burning again. And y'all, a lot of forest fires and wildfires did start this week. Be mindful, please. Keep your go bag packed in your car for any event. Keep water in your car. Keep a blanket and a tarp, something to eat. in your car in case you break down. The tarp can make a tent over your car and provide shade. It can also be given away to somebody who is in need. Y'all be mindful, be careful. And y'all with pets, please. Today is supposed to be the last day of this extreme heat, but it's still going to be very hot. Take care of our four-legged friends. Take care of our two-legged friends. If you are so able, please, please leave water, give water, carry water, please. All right, ML has a question. Will ML's friend get to Hawaii? Let's go ahead and ask that question. Hello, Joanne. Greetings. Here we go. Universe creators, spirit guides. Will ML Cervantes' friend and them get to go to Hawaii? Yes or no? Will they be able to visit Hawaii? ML, you got a maybe. Let's read what this maybe says, because this is work that has to be done. And you got the Fool, which means this is all up to you. The message on this card says, it is time to embark on a brand new beginning. And the words on this card are innocence, freedom, originality, adventure, travel, foolishness, carelessness, idealism, youth, spontaneity, lack of commitments, and new beginnings. Speak it into existence. Whatever it is, if you're worried about money, if you're worried about lodging, quell those fears and speak this into existence. Say where you want to stay. Say the beaches that you want to be in, and you will make that trip to Hawaii you will manifest that yourself. You did not get a no. So this is all about you. You got to put one foot in front of the other and step out off that ledge onto that plane and get yourself to Hawaii. It's all up to you. Do whatever it is you need to do so that you can get there. Whatever fear or negative talk that you're telling yourself that you can't or you have to wait, dispel those fears and speak it into existence. In the present tense, I will be in Hawaii. I will be on what island you want to be in. I will be staying at whatever hotel you desire to stay in. Say it, see it, and believe it. All right? And it's yours. It's yours. All right. And Carrie, thank you, Carrie. Yes, please, y'all, do not buy water from outside of supermarkets or stores that have been sitting out in the sun, because all of those BPAs will have leached into the water. Please get it from inside of the store. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and prepare for the Reiki prayer. Everybody who is in agreement, let's go ahead. First thing I want you to do is consciously lay down all of your problems. Just put them over there for a minute. Anything that has you worried, put it to the side. Take a deep breath through the nose. Hold it at the top. 3, 2, 1, exhale. Oh, let's do that again. Take a big, deep cleansing breath through the nose. Hold it at the top. 3, 2, 1, exhale. Here we go. Just for today, I let go of anger. I let go of worry. I am grateful. I work on myself, and I am kind to all living things. I love you. I love you. I love every one of you. Namaste, y'all. Namaste. Have a beautiful Friday. Have a fabulous weekend. Be blessed, not stressed. Bye-bye.